Hi, and welcome to the new decade of Hayes Headlines on Nex-Tech TV. We are so excited to be joining you January 2020. I'm Sara Bloom with Downtown Hayes Development Corporation.
And I'm Sarah Wasinger with the Hayes Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Melissa Dixon with the Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau.
And even though all the craziness of December is over, January is just as busy, and so we're here to tell you everything happening. I almost said in downtown Hayes, but in Hayes in general. So we're going to dig right in and see what's happening in Hayes.
First, I want to say a little something about our beautiful set decorations today that came from the Furniture Look in downtown Hayes. If you haven't been in it lately, she has a lot of fluffy, furry, soft accents for your home, and all of these came from her place downtown.
So sweet.
She's great to us. Karen Dryling. Thank you, Karen. First, there's an art show I want to be sure you guys get to if you haven't been already. The five-state photography competition that's up in the Hayes Art Center gallery downtown. Mm-hmm. They kicked that off with our winter art walk, and it is a sight to see. It's definitely worth going down to check it out. That'll be up through the month of January, but it's the best of the entries that came from Kansas plus 4 neighboring states. It's really outstanding. And then there's a show I want to get to, but I haven't been yet. It's at the Hayes Public Library. It is book illustrations. Is it children's books?
Yes, it is. So it's the Caldecott book illustrations, and the Caldecott is an award that's given to illustrators of children's picture books. And so they have different exhibits going around, and this award's been given for decades. And so there's tons of winners, but they actually have some of the original illustrations that they are now distributing and showcasing in different libraries, and our library is one of them that's been chosen. And so if you go into their gallery right now, they have 3 walls of these beautiful children's illustrations, and they're books from that you've loved since you were just itty bitty, like Where the Wild Things Are, and Frog and Toad, and Snowy Day, and things like that. Now, they don't have all of them at the Hayes Public Library, but they have a great selection, and you're guaranteed to know a couple. And it's not something, it's just like an art gallery right now. They've got barricades up so that you can't get too close, because they are the original art pieces from these illustrators.
Oh,
it's wonderful. So you'll have to check that out. They just launched that a few weeks, at the end of December, when they had Santa visit. So they had those up for all the kids to visit, and I think I probably enjoyed it more than my kids, because it's the books I grew up with.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There's stuff for them on the second floor.
But they still give this award every year to illustrators that are doing these beautiful children's books.
I can't wait to get over and see it.
One thing they've done in conjunction with this, too, is some of the students at some of the local schools were able to also submit artwork for some of the books. And so some of the students from the Hayes area have their artwork on submission as well.
Yes, if you go up to the second floor in the kids area, they're not quite as roped off. You can see some original artwork from our local students here that have taken their own ideas and colored book covers as well. So it's pretty cool.
I love our library so much. They have some other things I want to let you know about. Bread making demonstration on January 9th. It's already in my phone because me and my mom are going. But if you're not familiar with Kathy Drabkin of Kathy's Bread, she makes it right out of her house. You can pick up on Fridays. She's got subscription service. She knows what she's doing. She is trained. She can make a croissant like you've never seen or tasted before. So if you want to see her in action, she'll be at the library Thursday, January 9th at 6 p.m.
She takes a trip every year to enhance her skills. So, yes, she's very knowledgeable. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's exciting.
I'm just happy to take a trip to her house and pick up some bread.
And you can smell it from the sidewalk.
So, some other talented people that are going to be speaking at the library, Greg Swab is going to be doing the art of beekeeping. So, if that's something you think you have been wanting to get into, he will do 2 parts, January 18th and January 25th, both on Saturday afternoons. And you can go check it out and see what's all involved. And
I want to be a bee charmer.
They're legal are they legal in the city limits? We'll have to look it up.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to live on 20th Street, and there was a pastor who actually had some bees that he raised in his yard. So it was very exciting. We always had bees coming over to say hello and drink the dog water.
And you can get Greg's honey at both the Bluetique in downtown, because his daughter Kayla owns the Bluetique and Something Blue, or you can find him at the Downtown Hayes Market when that kicks off in May again. But Greg's a great guy. It'll be a lot of fun. Kayla's grandparents were beekeepers in California, so they love talking into the local Kansas
We're going to
beekeepers
go
now.
and learn.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay, one more thing happening at the library for Kansas Day.
Yes.
They celebrate Kansas Day, January 29th. Deb Goodrich, who is a TV host, historian, author, she'll be presenting on Charles Curtis, who was a Kaw American, Native American, and he was the highest ranking Native American to serve in the federal government. He was Herbert Hoover's VP. So she's going to do a big presentation on that in Kansas on Kansas Day.
That's exciting.
So, tons of stuff happened at the library this
I feel
month.
like we should have had Brandon on instead of our next guest.
So
Not to discount our next guest, but there's a lot of stuff happening at the library.
But it's like that every month.
It is.
Yeah, check
And
your
it's
calendar.
always all free, which I'm sure our community appreciates. I know I do as a mother of 4.
They're amazing.
So one other quick event that is outside of the Hayes Public Library is the Winter Sidewalk Sale. It is going to be at Big Creek Crossing January 24th from 10 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's a great opportunity to save some money on the fall and winter fashions that are exiting the stores because, as we know, spring obviously will eventually get here, regardless of how crazy the weather may be right now. So make sure you hit Big Creek Crossing and check out all the stores. I know they're going to have a great selection and great savings.
So if you didn't get exactly what you wanted for Christmas, you got one more chance.
Yes.
Hopefully you got gift cards.
Or chamber checks. And
That's
take
right.
them and use them.
That's right. Well, we're going to be right back. We've got a very special guest coming up, a new member of the staff at the Hayes Area Chamber, so stick with us. Hayes Headlines will be right back after this.
I have a great career where I love to live, here in Northwest Kansas.
It's very rewarding. At the end of the day, I feel like I've really made a difference.
I'm given the opportunity to succeed and advance my career.
I'm part of a team where people depend on me and I depend on them.
To find out how you can be a part of this great team, contact the Norton Correctional Facility, making a safer Kansas through effective correctional services.
The team at Homestead Assisted Living is a proud supporter of the Hayes community. Located just west of the Sternberg Natural History Museum, Homestead is a warm and welcoming community where residents receive compassionate care from licensed professionals. If you're curious about senior living options for yourself or a loved one, make Homestead your first call. Our kind and courteous staff would love to show you around and answer any questions you may have. Call us today to schedule a tour of Homestead or visit us online at homesteadofhayes.com.
Storage Solutions is now offering premier portable buildings built locally in Greensburg and made to withstand the Kansas weather. These unique buildings can be more than just a storage shed and are as large as 16 by 40 feet. Their 30-year warranty offers flooring and walls that won't rot, splinter, or crack and are finished with a urethane paint. Multiple purchasing options are available. Visit Storage Solutions of Hayes to view models or go online to customize your building today.
Welcome to our second segment of Hayes Headlines. We have a special guest today. We're going to get to know the Chamber's new VP of Membership, Stephen Pate.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You bet.
We're excited to have you, Stephen, and it's been such a fun time having you at the Chamber office so far. We've loved having you be a part of staff. So some people may not have met you yet, though, and we'd like for you to tell us a little bit about yourself so our viewers at home can know who Stephen Pate is.
Perfect. Well, again, my name is Stephen Pate. I was born originally in Ellsworth Air Force Base, South Dakota, and was born into an Air Force military family. And I have kind of traveled all around the world before I was the age of 10. So I've lived in Izmir, Turkey. I've lived on Guam for a couple of years. And then, of course, came back to my roots and relocated back to the Midwest. So it's been kind of a wild ride up until then.
So how long have you been in Kansas?
In Kansas, I would say just shy of 6 years. I originally came after I got out of the military. I was living in Wichita, and then I came and relocated out here to, I was working for WW Drilling for a couple years, chasing the oil boom, and then I actually got invited to play in the Chamber Golf Tournament by a couple of friends and coworkers, and after I fell in love with the community, and I feel like I'm kind of like a walking billboard for the Chamber, just because, I not necessarily a transplant, but I love the community, and I love, what the Chamber did in that aspect, and I just never left.
Now you've got a beautiful wife and kids. Do you want to talk a little bit about them?
I do. I am married to Lauren Pate. She is currently transitioning over at Heartland Dermatology. And then from her previous marriage and my previous marriage, we collectively have 4 little ones at home. I have a son and a daughter, Kierce and Kimry. And then then Lauren, of course, my stepkids, Xavier and Gunnar. So we've got just one shy of a basketball team.
So, but it's funny you mentioned that, though, because Stephen actually coaches one of the kids' teams. Is that correct?
I do. That is correct. So I'm sure you guys are aware of Trooper Todd.
Yes.
Him and I kind of co-coach. We've been coaching our basketball teams for the past 2 years. And we just got things kicked off with rec ball this year with our 6th and 7th grade boys. So besides work and golf in the summertime, wintertime is still just as busy with kids' sporting events. So,
and you are the avid golfer, so you, I think, belong to a men's league. Is that correct?
Correct. So I'm a member at Fort Hays Municipal Golf Course. I've golfed since I was in diapers, essentially. And when I say diapers, my uncle and my dad and grandpa used to strap me. They didn't tell my mom this at the time, but they used to strap my car seat to their golf cart. And they would, while they were babysitting, they would take me out. And eventually, when I was able to walk, I had little plastic clubs, and they just, the course that we belonged to just let me run rampant. Yeah. And I mean, the passion and the love for the game just grew from there.
That's why you're good now. You've been doing it
I've put my time in, that's for sure.
So the important question is, are you a fan of Caddyshack?
That's one of my all-time favorite golf movies. I think you can't really be a true golfer unless Caddyshack's on your list. Mm-hmm. Happy Gilmore. I mean, there's so many to choose from, but Caddyshack's definitely up there.
Well, I love when you say that you fell in love with the community, because I did too. So what would you say you love? What's one of the things you love the most about living in Hays?
What I would say love the most, and it's going to sound cliche, but just the community as a whole. I mean, besides the Chamber Golf Tournament and then all the events, and when I say walking billboard, when I was with Hays Daily News, I became an ambassador and got involved with the Chamber a lot more than I would have if I hadn't. And like Brews on the Bricks and Wild West Fest, and I mean, with everything being so inclusive, the community just pulls together, especially in time of need around the holidays. It's just a great town to be a part of, and I almost feel like I'm a native. So
we love it too. Well, now that you're at the Chamber, what's your average workday kind of look like?
My average workday consists of a lot of deadlines. Sorry about that. Well, I mean, of course, being VP membership, I handle all of the, we have 425 plus members, structuring their dues structures around events that we have and that we put on throughout the year. I'm in charge of organizing sponsorships for all of our events, ag appreciation, education appreciation, etc. And then, of course, at the end of the day, just popping in and making sure that every single one of our member investors, number one, are taken care of. If they have any needs as far as getting their name or events out there, I'm kind of like that middleman, bringing it back to the office and helping it flourish. So
that's a lot of members to take care of.
It's a lot.
It's a big job.
Thankful enough, I have a great team. I mean, that's one thing that especially with Nicole right now, having the experience that she has since she's been there. She's the glue. I always say she's the glue that holds together. Okay. But I mean, having a great staff and a great team, it helps tremendously.
So we've loved your excitement and passion so far. I would be interested to know what your favorite part of the job has been since you've started with the Chamber.
My favorite part of the job is just getting out and about in the community and meeting with these business owners. And 9 times out of 10, I mean, with the ambassadors, I don't even necessarily meet with the business owners all the time. Just getting face-to-face, making sure, like I said, that our business relationship and then sometimes personal relationships outside of the office are just cultivated and taken care of. Mm-hmm. Your business bringing it to our office and making sure that we're meeting all your needs as a chamber. I mean, that's my number one goal.
So outside of that being one of your goals, do you have any other goals looking forward to 2020?
Honestly, I really want to own my position, and I want the value of what a chamber membership, I want that value to speak for itself. And when I say that, it's such a, I'm not going to say tight-knit community, but when you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, number one, that every event that we're putting on we're trying to exemplify your business to its highest extent. Of course, chamber chats and ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings. If you're willing to put yourself out there and put in the time and the effort to, number one, open up your own business and then go all in on that, we want to make sure that we're there to make sure that it is showcased as much as possible.
Stephen, we have so enjoyed getting to know you this segment. And we want to tell our viewers that we will be right back with our third segment with even more news of what's happening in Hays in the month of January.
Kansas weather can be brutal on your home's exterior. A dry and watertight roof performance is a result of choosing the right contractor. At AquaShield Roofing and Construction, we use the most up-to-date products and efficient technology. We offer quality services, professional installation, and unmatched warranties, adding value to your home and providing years of trouble-free protection. Call AquaShield Roofing and Construction for a free estimate today. Trust Rogers & Associates Insurance to keep your peace of mind through all the seasons in life. Whether you're cozy at home memory making with your family, on an outdoor adventure with the top down, floating on a boat, or in the middle of harvest, we can customize an insurance plan that's perfect for you. For all the seasons, we've got you covered. Call us or visit us online to learn more today.
I have a great career where I love to live, here in Northwest Kansas.
It's very rewarding. At the end of the day, I feel like I've really made a difference.
I'm given the opportunity to succeed and advance my career.
I'm part of a team where people depend on me and I depend on them.
To find out how you can be a part of this great team, contact the Norton Correctional Facility, making a safer Kansas through effective correctional services.
Welcome back to the episode of Hays Headlines for January 2020, and we are excited to talk about some more entertainment and food options that are going on in town this month.
So December was crazy, but January has plenty of fun things to do. One that I'm excited about is the Sternberg Museum's new exhibit. They're famous for their fossil collection. This is right in line with their theme. It's called Prairie Ocean, Long Time No See, as in ocean, water, SEAC. So there's two special gentlemen who are going to be there, Chuck Bonner and Ray Troll. So the Bonner family has a collection of fossils. They're going to be sharing those. But there's also a lot of artwork that'll be on display created by both of these gentlemen. And on top of that, they're both musicians. So if you get to the opening night of this exhibit, you'll get to see everything and you'll get the benefit of hearing their live music.
So you can have your cake and eat it too.
You have everything. It has everything. January 17th from 7 to 9 p.m. And a lot of times when the exhibit's open in the evenings, it's a special members only. This is open to the public, so anybody can come, and your regular admission will include that.
Anytime we talk about Sternberg, we have to mention too, membership there is so affordable. For a family, it's around $60. It gets you in all year long, plus it gets you into hundreds of other museums across the country. So especially in the new year, if that's something you've considered for your family, by all means, get to the Sternberg and get a family pass. It's totally worth it.
It's a great deal. It's always such a sweet surprise when you get up and you say, "Can I use my Sternberg card?" And they go, "Oh yeah, filling in." It's a great deal.
And then next up, if you didn't eat enough in December, we're having the 5th annual First Responders Recognition Breakfast. And this is an event that is a collaboration of all three of our organizations as well as Grow Hays. And so we're excited to offer that Thursday, January 23rd from 6 to 9 a.m. And what that is a free breakfast buffet for all first responders, whether that's county services, city services, police, EMS, dispatch, you name it. Fire. Am I missing anybody? I got everybody.
You got everybody.
That is a free full buffet breakfast that's going to be happening at the Press Restaurant in downtown Hays at the Hadley Center. So we welcome all first responders and their families to come out and enjoy a free breakfast, no strings attached. If you're busy and you need it to go, we'll even do that for you. So Thursday, January 23rd from 6 to 9 a.m. at the Press, courtesy of all of us. And the public is absolutely welcome. It won't be free to you, but we'll make sure that it's affordable. So come out and say thank you to our first responders on January 23rd.
And a special thank you to Philip Kuhn, right? Because they're doing a big donation for
Yes, the Press
event.
is donating 100% of the food for that morning. So preparing the full buffet and donating everything.
Thank your first responders, and then thank the Press as well.
Yes, thank you, the Press.
How about Encore Series?
Oh, on campus,
Yes.
Finding Neverland will be at Beach Schmidt. I'm pretty excited about
One
that.
of my favorite Johnny Depp movies, so I'm sure this is going to be wonderful.
You can get your tickets at fhsu.edu/encore. I believe they are
$45 unreserved for general, $40 for seniors 65 and older, and then reserve tickets are going for $55 for general seats and $50 for seniors 65 and older as well. And then they have rates for Fort Hays State students too. They can find those rates on the website.
And that's a deal for a show of that caliber when you don't have to drive out of town and you don't have to drive home late.
The costumes, the lighting, everything is just so exceptional for that series. We're so fortunate that they are coming through this year.
It's going to be great. Okay, more eating. Yes. Super Bowl. I've been to an event modeled after this, and I loved it. But I've never been to this one. Right, as in soup.
Super Bowl.
Right.
Yes.
So it's like a soup tasting competition. Have you been?
Not for a long time, but yes, I've been. Because Nex-Tech used to have an entry in it back in the day.
Did you help?
I cheered.
You ate.
I ate. I cheered.
So you get to sample all these soups. Tickets are only $7 in advance, $8 at the door, and all the proceeds go to a good cause.
The Humane Society of Ellis County, or the High Plains, excuse me.
Yep.
And so that event will be out at Ellis County Fairgrounds Sunday, January 26th, around the lunch hour, 11 to 1.
Well, my favorite event of the year is coming up. I'm a little biased, so I think it's the annual Chamber Banquet. It is the culminating event of our whole entire year. It gives us a chance to celebrate our incredible businesses who invest in the Chamber and believe in us, but also the opportunity to give out some pretty sweet awards. The date is going to be January 28th. We will start with a cocktail hour at 5:30, and that's going to be at the Fort Hays State University Memorial Union. We will have dinner catered in by Chartwell's, and it is scrumptious. They are doing a beef burgundy, and it is going to be simmered in, I believe, beef base and nice wine sauce, and then we'll have garlic mashed potatoes and green beans, and chocolate and white cake with chantilly cream and berry compote. I mean, it's about the most fantastic meal that you could hope for. And then to top it all off, we are going to be giving out 6 awards. And if you'll bear with me, I just want to give a quick little nod to the awards that we'll be giving out that night. Golden Belt Bank, their Hall of Fame Award, they sponsor that for us every year. The Nex-Tech Citizen of the Year Award, the Aflac Jody Hit Businesswoman of the Year Award, Eagle Communications Rising Star Award. Sarah, you've been a recipient of that award.
I have, yep.
And then we have James Motor Company's Small Business Achievement Award, and finally the I Smile Vision and Dental Helping Hands Award.
DHCC hasn't won that one yet, just so you know.
Well, nominations, if you see this before January 3rd, which there's 3 days in the month before that, you're good. You can go to the discoverhays.com website and print off a form and nominate some of our amazing businesses for that. Just a special shout out again to the Office of the President's Office at FHSU. They do such a nice job in letting us host the event there and having all the special setup. Of course, and helping us arrange the catering for that event. So thankful for all of the premier sponsors as well. We don't have time to list them all, but it's just such a wonderful night. And I couldn't be more excited because it's my first one with a brand new Chamber staff team. Again, fortunate to have Nicole Otley there with us to help us show us how it's done.
It's always a beautiful event. Yes. For any members who have never been, you better get your tickets soon because it almost always sells out.
Yes, they're $60 each, so that gets you in for the social hour, the meal, and then the entertainment for that evening. And then the only other thing I would say is call us at the Chamber office to get yours today.
How many tickets are available?
So we have 424 is our max, so that is all that we have for sale. And once we sell out, we sell out. There's not a way to get any more.
And are you done with all your sponsors?
Yes, sponsorship opportunities are all full.
Have closed. Okay.
They have closed, yes.
I got mine.
So just a friendly reminder, we also have some Fort Hays State University events going on, so check the calendar for all of their sports events going on at www.fhsu.edu/athletics.
You got it.
And all the things we talked about, you can check for details at all of our websites. You want to go through them real quick?
Yeah, anything downtown, check out downtownhays.com.
Discoverhays.com.
And community events calendar at visithays.com.
Thanks, everybody. Happy January. Happy New Year from Hays Headlines. We'll see you in February.